I'm going to share with you today something that I've actually been looking for, believe it or not, for over 40 years. And I didn't know what I was looking for, but I knew I was looking for something to help people all around the world, to help millions of people all around the world. I came up with it finally last year. I call it my miracle blessing process. Why do I call it my miracle blessing process? Because it can work miracles in your life, in your family's life, and and untold others just by going through this miracle process, as I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. It's very easy. All you have to do is follow instructions. But we have to begin with, why do we need the miracle blessing process? Well, let me ask you something. Are you having trouble sleeping at night, or members of your family having trouble sleeping at night? Sort of think about the things I'm asking and see if it applies to you or any members of your family or anybody that you're really close to. Has anybody in your family or people that you're really close to been through any kind of health crisis or been in the hospital? Does anybody have any kind of debilitating disease? Even if they've had to leave the house, such as senility or Alzheimer's. Does anybody close into in your family or close to you have autism? Does anybody go into rages, uncontrolled rages for seemingly not good reasons? Any of these things. How many of you have stayed in hotels or B&Bs or vacation rentals in the last few weeks or months? All these things, you can attract energies related to others. Now, this energy that I'm focused on is what I call interference energy. There's two primary ways to attract interference energy. And I'm going to tell you more about interference energy, but now I'm going to begin with a summary. Interference energy is this weird energy that we can attract to ourselves when we enter intense negative modes of thought and emotion due to our traumatic or difficult events in our lives. And when we get really fearful or really angry or really frustrated or feelings of overwhelm, it's like we open a crack between the worlds, between the dimensions, and energies in the next dimension, what some call the astral plane, can connect to us. Once that happens, it greatly increases the imbalances in our own energies, our own what I call human energy pattern. And and then it reflects and extends out into our home. The energies of your home are reflections and extensions of you and your family and others who are energetically connected to your home and your circle of family and friends. If any of these people that are close to you in life, in the ways I've just described, have been through any of these any traumatic situations in their lives, they could very likely have attracted interference energy. And then once somebody attracts this interference energy, it can spread to others like a virus. And what interference energy does, it creates energy problems in you, in your own personal energies. Then it'll affect everybody in your home. It'll affect all the energies in your home, and it can go well beyond that. And I call it a silent pandemic. And because this energy is affecting well over half the people in the world from my experience in the last 15 years, and especially the last 3 years, and it's directly affecting or negatively affecting, again, I feel like over half the planet. Now think about what's going on in the planet. We've had COVID for now over 2 years. And it's not COVID itself, it's the world government's reactions to COVID, spreading fear and anxiety throughout the world all around the world. Then you've got the political situations in the world, getting people angry with each other. I mean, we got the problems here in the US for years now, but other countries too. Canada's got big problems in their political environment. England's got their big problems there in their environment. What about the war in Ukraine that's going on? Hopefully, by the time you see this, that'll be all be over with. And then all of Europe is concerned about what's going on in Ukraine. All this fear and worry and anxiety brings this energy into our lives, and then it can again not only affect others around us, but it can also spread to them. They can pick it up themselves. And for 14 years, since I discovered this interference energy 15 years ago, I had one way of clearing it. But the problem was I couldn't teach anybody else to do it. I use dowsing combined with what I call the blessing process. Not just blessing, but the blessing process. And I'm here to share with you a new way that you can really create more and more harmony in your life and in your family just by going through this blessing process, as I said a little earlier. And, I mentioned things that might be going on in your family. If there's discord in your family, if there's anger in your family, if you're having a hard time, just dealing with certain family members, or maybe everybody's having a difficult time, those are big signs that somebody has interference energy. It could be more than one person, and it's spread and affects everybody. And again, what interference energy does, it exacerbates all negativity. So all fear, all anger, even symptoms of illness and disease get significantly, if not greatly, exacerbated by this energy that I call interference energy. And it can go to such an extent, it's not most of the time, but it can do this. Believe it or not, it can cause paranormal activity. Sometimes minor little things, but sometimes crazy things that are real. A lot of people don't believe in the paranormal, but I'm telling you, it exists. And I'm going to share this very simple process that I call the miracle blessing process with you. And you're just gonna make a big difference in your life if any of these people, if you're being affected or anybody in your family is being affected by interference energy. And like I said, as of the last few years, I think well over half the people in the planet are being indirectly or directly affected by interference energy, increasing all the negativity in their lives. So it's going to be easy for you to fix. And I'm also going to give you ways to maintain those balanced energies, those beneficial energies within you and around you to support you in life and those around you, whether it's in your home environment or your business environment. That's what I'm here to do.